These case unboxings will never get old for me. I just love them so much. Like the feeling of opening a box filled with 24 cars. I don't know what it is. Like it's indescribable. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Hope you guys enjoy watching it, and we're going to dive right in because we got some pretty interesting cars here in this case. You guys might have an idea of what those are based on my little hints here on the right side and the left side. But anyways, of course, I get all my cases from GetMeCollectibles. You can email him inquiring about a case, or you can simply go to his eBay store and see what he has available. Sometimes he has the cases on his eBay store, sometimes he doesn't. So email him and just ask, inquire, talk about it, and you might want to get on his email list or make a purchase. And yeah, this is case J of 2021 singles, obviously made in Thailand, contains 24 pieces. All of the cases have this 95A, so you don't really have to worry about that, at least for 2021. This here is the digit that identifies what's inside the box. All right, so we're going to just kind of slice our way in. This T is getting a little old. I don't know why it got like a little black mark on it, but we've been using this one for a very long time. So how are you guys doing today? I know I haven't been making that many videos lately. I've just been so busy with work, and yeah, I guess I'll take this time here while I'm trying to open the box to explain, what's been going on in my life as of late. Just been grinding at the country club, working like 12-hour days because I caddy in the morning and I work bag rooms in the afternoon. And then by the time I get home, it's like 9, 10 o'clock, and I just don't really have much energy, especially because I have to wake up like super early in the morning and do it all over again. So hopefully you guys can understand that. Looks like, where's all the new stuff? Because we saved that for the last. Looks like it's toward the bottom. So we're going to start up here with 2 Rust-eze Lightning McQueens. Yay! You know what? These actually do not pegworm as much as some other cars like Darren Leadfoot, H.J. Hollis, J.D. McPillar. Some of those cars have been going nuts at Target. But honestly, relatively, I don't see too many of these, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, pretty boring. Let's see if they updated the card back. Nope. Same exact card back that they've been using since the first case of the year, which has him inaccurately marked as a Cars 2 character or paint job when he really is Cars 3. So I was hoping they'd fix that by now, but clearly not. Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, another one that we really have no interest in, but probably a necessary character to include because she is such a prominent character in Cars 3. And they've been using this background since case B. Yeah, this is a case B background. Pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe it's a case C one. I don't know. Who knows? I think it's actually a case C background. Oh, this one's kind of nice to see back. Kurt. So he was only previously in case F, with Fast Fong and Joe Don Jackson, Racing Red Sally, and he's a variant, even though he's already been released from Thailand, so it's not like a Thailand variant, it's like within Thailand, another variant. He's got a different expression, so I might even do a review on him in the future because, he's quite different. You can see this is his like prototype image that they've used before, and you can see his mouth is open there, but on this version, it's not. Yeah, so this looks more like his 2019 release instead of, this mouth closed version here. So that's kind of interesting. Here we have another Rusty Cornfuel. This is a carryover from Case H, in which he was first released from Thailand in. So yeah, pretty nice to see him back. Look at that monster roof number. Everybody's been talking about how big his roof number is, and wow, it really is massive. But yeah, he's nice to see in the mix. Should sell pretty well as long as they don't go nuts on him like Darren Leadfoot and some of those other Piston Cup racers like Brian Spark. He's also been peg warming a little bit. You can see some cars in this case. Antonio Veloce and Ron Hubbard are in this case, so we will be seeing them. Because a lot of these card backs now, like I'm sure Kori here, are just outdated. Because she was in Case A, yeah, so they show Case A stuff when really it's not really relevant anymore. You won't really find, you're not going to find like that Christmas McQueen on the pegs now because that literally came out over 6 months ago. So I wish they updated the card backs a little bit more, especially on the new stuff, which we'll see here, like, you know, Jimmy Lugwrench and whatnot. But I don't think they did. But yeah, she's actually really nice to see back, because she was only in case A and that was it. And she's the first one that we've gotten on a pretty good card. All the other ones were a little janky. Oh wow, this is kind of an interesting inclusion here. We have 2 Murray Clutchburns. Now, obviously, the artwork actually has his Cars 1 art. So this is Murray Clutchburn from Cars 1. This is actually Murray Clutchburn from Cars 3, though. So yeah, he was first released from Thailand, though, back in case D of 2021, and that was in, like, February. So kind of odd for them to revisit him and even put 2 of him in the case now. I just don't know how they determine, like, how they are going to do quantities. I just don't get it. I really want to know. Is it like an algorithm? Is it random? Or is it really calculated? Like, are they smart about it? Like, do they think, like, all right, we need to include this character even, like, 4 months after his initial release? Because, I really don't know. So, it would be fun to learn that. But either way, 2 Murray Clutchburns. Again, you won't find much of this in the packs because it's all case D stuff for the most part. And yeah, it would have been nice if they fixed the artwork. But no, sadly not. They did fix the artwork with Parker Breakston on that 2-pack. If you guys need to learn more about that, check out my Instagram. Here's my Fast Fong. So he was included in case F and G. He decided to skip out on H, but now he's back in case J. So that's interesting. I do see quite a few of him at the stores, so, you know, he's endangered of peg warming, which is not good, but hopefully they stop including him. I mean, 3 cases, that's kind of a lot. That's enough. And one of the cases has 2 of them, so definitely don't need any more of him, even though he was such an anticipated release, you know, being the next-gen Revengo and all. Everybody was so excited to get him, and now he's kind of old news. Here's a nice one to be re-added. Nick Shift. He debuted in case H, first time being released. Next Gen Spearmint. Very exciting. Definitely welcome to see him back because it's only his 2nd case, and he's a very anticipated release. Yeah, this is case G stuff that you probably won't find. Never found a Vuezine tractor in a store. It was quite rare. It's one of the few cars I haven't seen in a store from 2021. Haven't seen Racing Red Mater, Jackson Storm, or Sally, or Ducky Fauntleroy, or Joe Don Jackson. And then Vuezine Racing Tractor. Those are like the 6 or whatever I named off that I haven't found in a store yet. And obviously I haven't found this case at all, but I hopefully will. A lot of people have been finding this case at Target stores in the US lately. Now this here is a really nice inclusion. Really, really good job by Mattel here. So Track Damage Cruz Ramirez was brand new release for 2021 in case A. There was only 1 of her and she was quite rare. So it's great that they, you know, are putting her back in the case and, you know, allowing people to have a second chance at her. So yeah, this is all case A stuff again. Again, Bumper Safe Tractor I also never found in a store. So yeah, wow. I did review this one for the 12 Days of Christmas in 2020, so yeah, really cool release. I'm glad that she's back. Definitely need more cars like that included in the cases rather than Rust-eze like McQueen. This one's pretty good too. Blind Spot, always one of the more popular Demolition Derby racers. But she has been now in a few of the recent cases, even though she debuted in case C, it looks like. Or is this B? No, this is B here. This is case B stuff. Sorry guys, it gets a little confusing and they all kind of blur together after a while. Especially, you know, some of these cases are now over 6 months old, like B and A, and C too. All those came out before 2021 even hit. Like the year, even before the calendar turned. That's kind of fun. But yeah. What else we got over here? Oh, awesome. 2 Raoul CaRoules. Exactly the car that I needed. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Why 2 of them? Again, I just don't understand why Mattel deems it necessary to put 2 of some of these characters in there. Like maybe 2 of some of the new ones, like Jimmy Lugwrench or the tractor that we'll see here, or High Rod Steve. Those only get 1. So I don't know. I don't get it whatsoever. Probably is just random because like they can't be good sellers. Like I see these guys lingering on the pegs, so I don't know. Not going to get too negative in this video. You know, it might be a good topic for another video. Like how does Mattel determine case contents? I think that'd be a cool video idea. Let me know what you guys think, because really, there has to be some rhyme or reason to it, but I literally have no idea what that is. And I think about it a lot. I lay awake at night thinking about it. So yeah, he's been included since case A. He's been around for a while. And here we have Fabulous Lightning McQueen. I don't ever really see this guy hanging around on the peg, so I'm not going to complain at all. He's a very nice, classy McQueen. Originally included, or first included in case B here. Yeah, he's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright. I'm gonna psych you guys out for a second. We're gonna go over the Mater here. On a perfect card too, we have Mr. Mater. Only one of. Again, don't really see too many of him either. He seems to be pretty popular. He's a heavy single. He's probably the heaviest single that they make these days, along with Louise Nash is pretty heavy as well. But yeah, very nice to see him as well. Not gonna complain. They have his little spy artwork. I love that. I kind of want them to go back to the like Cars 1 Mater artwork. They've been using this like spy Cars 2 artwork a lot in the recent years. Yeah, he's very heavy. Ever since Thailand started making him, they've made the entire body metal instead of only making like this front portion metal. So yeah, very nice. All right, here's the exciting stuff here. We're going to start with Clutch Aid Racing Tractor. Awesome. Very excited to see this guy because he concludes the year in terms of tractors. He is the last tractor that we will be getting this year. And, you know, I'm happy. Like it was a pretty good year for tractors, although they did not release any of the ones that they had canceled in 2019. It's like they canceled one set of tractors and then they released an entirely different set of tractors this year. So very odd to me why they did that. Again, Mattel confuses the heck out of me, and I need to absolutely, you know, study them to figure out why they do what they do. But anyways, he's a very nice tractor. Now, this is the first time Mattel like crossed over with the Disney Store on these tractors, because the Disney Store released Clutch Aid Tractor about 2 years ago or so, and now Mattel is doing their version. And that's the first time that's happened, because the Disney Store did like the Mood Springs tractor, and I think they did one other one as well. And this is the first time they've done the same one. Love the artwork. Eyes look pretty good. Hopefully they're a little different than some of the previous tractors we've gotten. And here he is, just, you know, a preliminary comparison with Noah Gochek, the actual racer that he's supposed to be based on. And obviously I'll be reviewing him very soon here in the next few days. New for 2021. And on the back they show a little amalgam of case F and G and E too. We got E, G, F, G, E, D, G. You just don't get it. Like, you won't really find much of this. Now, obviously, Kurt is in this case, and so is Murray, but the other stuff you're probably not going to find at the same time you're finding this. And that's the whole point of putting stuff on the back of the package. So, like, there's synergy with it. You know, you find this guy, and then you turn around, and you're like, oh, I want to collect them all. And you're like, okay, who else is here? Or, you know, you go to a different store, and then you have the chance of finding the other ones on the back. But, you know, since this is kind of old now, I mean, that just kind of is out of the picture. They need to put cars like this on the back of the package, and then they could build off that synergy. But anyways, this is my favorite from the case. I'm just going to be upfront about that. Jimmy Lugwrench, one of the retro racers, the second to last one for the year. We still have Dewey Cone Rod on the way. New for 2021, and he is entirely white, like a cream white, and that is so cool to me. I love this color, even though I think it's actually inaccurate to the movie. Like, I think the roof is a slightly different color. Like this part's different than the body, but whatever. I think it's so cool that they did a fully white car, even though the artwork looks much more of a pure white, and this is more of a yellowy cream white. So I don't know, whatever. I think he looks really cool. He looks like a repaint of Joe Don Jackson, but I am excited to open him up. Yeah, Grandal Oil Company is his sponsor there. His back of the package is pretty much the same as the Clutch-8 racing tractor. Yeah. I don't get why they only include 2 of these. Or 2 of one of them. Don't understand. Oh, you gotta be joking me. 2 of Cartney Carsper. Is that what I see over here? Wow. Huh. Another very odd selection to include multiples of. Like, I get it sometimes with Rust-eze McQueen or Dinoco Cruz, but in this case, you know, you have Murray Clutchburn, Cartney Carsper, and then Rust-eze McQueen. I feel like, what? If you guys have any idea why they include 2 of some of these cars, please let me know. And, you know, honestly, it's not the worst one because he was only in case D so far. There's only 1 of them. So now he's back and there's 2. So, I mean, that's fine. I don't really care all that much. He's actually a kind of cool release. I feel like he's a little underrated, a little forlorn. And there's the back of the package, showing some case D stuff. Yeah. Just odd to me. And yeah, this was his first time being released from Thailand when he came out in case D earlier this year. Alrighty. Now this guy is new for Thailand and 2021, so that's kind of special. Ron Hover, a pretty fan favorite casting here, as he was initially released for the very first time in 2009, then got some 2-pack releases. I think his most recent release was in 2015, so now he is back. They also released Kathy Copter this year, so yeah, exciting. And his first time from Thailand, although, what is that, like a little piece on his left side there? See that? Is that supposed to be there? Like that piece right there. Huh. How interesting. Looks pretty good, though. Like, that decal looks crisp. I love the artwork. On the back here, this guy's in the case. We'll take a look at him in just a second. These other ones are all pretty old, though. At least they got the movie right. He does appear in Cars 1. That is correct. Here we have Antonio Veloce Excellente. So this is his first time being released in 2021 packaging. However, it's not his first time being released from Thailand. That came way back in 2019. In case like H or something. I think it was H. I could be wrong about that. I was in the case with Kevin Riven and Van den Kerr and Bryn Imagier way back in 2019, which really isn't that long ago. Looks pretty good on the Desert Horizon packaging, I'd say. Yeah, not bad. Never liked his expression, though. Just, he looks like a robot. Look at those eyes. Perfectly centered, perfectly spaced. Give him that expression. But yeah, either way, it's cool to see a Maserati in the line. And there's his back. So just switched out. Yeah, they basically switched out Ron and Antonio. They flipped them on here, so that's nice. They're kind of doing that thing that I was talking about. Kind of doing some synergy action. And here we have Robert Jamjones. So he's back. Cool. There was 2 of them in case F, and that was it. So not too bad of an inclusion. I've seen many of him on the pegs, don't get me wrong, but he should sell. I mean, he's a pity with a guitar and a boombox. How can you go wrong with that? One of my favorite characters from the year. And there's his card back. Of course, he's got some choking hazards because of those small parts. And it looks really good. Nice. And then probably like the car with the most buzz around him is Hot Rod Steve Herschel here. So obviously, this is a character that appears in Cars 3 in the background, and that is just Steve Herschel right here. And they released him in 2019. Okay, easy, right? And now, for some reason, they are releasing him with flames. I, again, need to know why. Out of all the cars you can pick to release with flames, why do you pick the hearse? I don't get it. Like, some of the other hot rod cars they've done this year, they actually appeared in the movie. Like Louise Nash, River Scott, they appeared in the movie. Junior Moon appears in the end credits. Now, Smokey does not appear in the end credits, even though Mattel released him. However, it's much more reasonable to believe that Smokey has the flames, or it at least just makes sense, because, you know, he's one of the legends along with Louise Nash, River Scott, and Junior Moon, and those all appeared in the movie, right? So it's like, yeah, it would make sense that Smokey also got some flames at some point. But this guy isn't a part of the legends. He's just a background character. So, like, why didn't you do Antonio Veloce with flames? Like, at that point, why don't you do Ron Hover? Like, Hot Rod Ron Hover. I don't get it. But now that we get past the just oddness of it, we can kind of enjoy it. We can now enjoy the oddness. Like, look at this guy. He's got these just gorgeous purple ghost flames. Now, one thing that Pixar, because Pixar does these animations, they put a nice little purple trim on his wheels there. Mattel did not like that, so they did not do that. But that honestly looks really cool. Like, look at those purple rims there. They used the same artwork as they did when he was initially released and just photoshopped the details on. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I will be reviewing him soon. I think Clutch A Tractor and Jimmy will be reviewed first. Just because, I mean, come on. It's Hot Rod Steve Herschel. He literally is the same, just has flames. But yeah, new for 2021. And the back of the package is boring. Pretty much the same as all the other ones. So yeah, how interesting. What a great case, though. Honestly, even though there is only one of some of these new cars, still is a very interesting case. And I'm glad that it's already hitting stores. Let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite. I already told you mine. But I don't know, I might change when I open them up. Because Hot Rod Steve Herschel, he's just edgy. And I do like that. I just want to know why. I want to know why. Let me know your favorite down below. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.